Good morning. I'm Andy Myers at Weiss Research, and this is your morning market alert for Thursday, July 14th. Jen Amos is off today. Stocks on Wall Street are set to build on yesterday's modest gains as investors focus on economic data and earnings from JPMorgan Chase and largely shrug off a warning on U.S. government debt. After yesterday's closing bell, Moody's investor service said it could downgrade the country's credit rating if the White House and lawmakers are unable to reach a deal on raising the debt limit. Moody's warned of a, quote, small but rising risk of default. Debt talks between the two sides stalled last night, and analysts say the negotiations are likely to make for a volatile couple weeks in the markets. Sovereign debt concerns continue to weigh on European stocks following another Italian bond auction. Italy saw strong demand for its long-term debt, but that demand was coupled with a sharp rise in borrowing costs. Despite the fears of contagion in the debt crisis, the euro continues to rise against the U.S. dollar this morning. The greenback fell yesterday as Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke told members of Congress that additional stimulus measures could be used to stimulate growth if the economy slows further. Today, the Fed chief will go back to Capitol Hill to testify before the Senate Banking Committee. The dollar's weakness continues to boost gold prices. They're rising to a record high above $1,590 an ounce. And crude oil is also trending higher, now trading well above $98 a barrel. On the corporate front, shares of JPMorgan Chase are rising 1.5% in the pre-market. The financial services giant topped estimates with a 13% increase in second quarter net income and a 6.6% rise in revenue. CEO Jamie Dimon said the results were helped by improving credit trends in JPMorgan's consumer and wholesale portfolios. One related stock that may also see some action today is Hartford Financial Services. The insurer joined rivals Allstate and Travelers in warning of substantial losses stemming from severe weather over the past 3 months. Right now, shares of Hartford are tumbling more than 5%. On the positive side, Yum! Brands is gaining nearly 3%. The owner of the KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell chains saw its quarterly profit rise 10% on strong growth in China and other emerging markets. Yum! Brands also raised its full-year earnings forecast. But the day's biggest stock winner may be ConocoPhilips. It's jumping more than 10% after announcing plans to split off its refining unit into a separate company. The energy giant says the move will allow it to focus on its core business of exploration and production. That's the latest from Weiss Research. I'll be back after the opening bell with all the market-moving news, including data on producer prices, retail sales, and jobless claims, plus a new development in a big takeover battle.